Okay, so Shani, you know Miss Shani? Shani? Our Shani? She's the one who gave me this topic.
Wow.
So we were talking about, like I just saw her a few days ago, and we were talking about like my life in London and all of that, and like moving, and she was just like, actually, you just like moved, and I was like, yeah, I just wanted to, like, and then she was like you're just like not afraid of being alone, because every time people ask me how's London, I will say like I really like it, but I am a bit lonely. Like that's just true. Like I'm not gonna pretend that I went there and suddenly like I have like we're at the farm right now and my friends are here. Like these are all my friends that I feel super like comfortable with. I feel like I can be myself around. I don't have to explain myself. And my friends here, like my friend Vasuki is a friend of over 10 years. My friend Sunny, 15 years. Naja, 15 years. Oh, long friendships. But then suddenly I went there and I felt lonely because I do have a good group of friends, but they are like one side of me. But here I have so many different expressions of myself that I can like tap into with the different groups of friends that I have. That just takes time to build, right?
Yeah.
When you move to a different place. And then Shani was like, oh, but what I feel is like I'm so afraid I'm going to be all alone. And I was like, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid somebody's going to come and hurt you? Like, are you afraid you're going to get like robbed? You're going to get killed? Like, you know, people have that fear that if you're like home alone and stuff. She's like, no, like that's not, I'm just afraid I'm going to be all alone. And I was like, oh, I'm going to note that down. I feel like that's a good topic to talk about.
No, what she's saying is, actually what she's indicating is, I'm unable to wake up to the delight of my aloneness because I feel unsupported. You see, you are saying, you have all these friends and people that hold you, that give you the strength to be alone.
Yeah.
When I say alone means to be you. Follow carefully. The statement I'll make is, in togetherness, we find the strength to be alone. And aloneness means me being me, authentically me. So Shalini is saying, I'm so afraid I'm going to be all alone. Being authentically me, I might not survive. You see, ultimately, everybody wants to be authentically who they are. Are they supported to be authentically who they are? So what she's afraid is, I can never be myself. I can never be myself. And whenever I become myself, I'm abandoned. Follow very carefully. Yeah? The ultimate delight is aloneness, not isolation, not separation, not being unloved. The way I'm using the word aloneness is me to me as me. Most often, we are never ourselves, you know. We have to adjust to people. Right?
Yeah.
And what is Shalini saying? Am I going to die simply being what everybody wants me to be? And if I reject being how people want me to be, I might be alone. That means she's saying, I'm unable to accept me as me for me. Follow?
Yeah.
What is aloneness? Aloneness is just me. There is another situation. If I throw you 40 miles into a desert and there's nobody around, there's something else. There's isolation.
Yeah.
That is abandonment.
Yeah.
So you must understand the context of aloneness. What is Shalini saying? I will be everything everybody wants me to be for me to feel safe. But I am not supported so I can be alone. That's why when she says, oh, you are brave to be alone. You are...
Oh my God, sorry. Every episode there's a sneeze.
part of the twisty. You see?
Part of the what? The twisty?
Indians say there's something bad must happen. Like this. It's not that you can be alone, you know. You are supported for you to be you.
Yeah. And that's what I was like curious to understand when she was saying, when we were talking about it, right? I was like when she's just like, I just want to go home and like paint and like do my thing, like, you know, all of that after work. And it's like, yeah, but you're alone, right? You enjoy that space, but then on like a deeper level, the fear of I'm all alone. It's not something I've just heard Shani say. I've heard my friends say it. I've seen it reflected many times.
Which means I will end up me unsupported.
Yeah, but like, I think this is where also that like I personally have a struggle to understand, because like I had a conversation with another one of my friends, and like she was telling me like that she's like, actually, like she was explaining that like I have an expectation of my friends to be cheerleaders for me and to like be very happy for me when good things happen to me, and I also have that expectation of myself to give to my friends. But she said that like that expectation comes from a place, like a part of me is like, yeah, duh, like I would be happy for you no matter what. But she said that expectation comes from a place where you are so supported and you are so cheered on. And she's like, you are so supported, it's actually insane. Like your parents and the people in your life believe you can do anything. And I was like, yeah, because I can. Like,
So you're establishing a principle, eh?
yeah. So, but when she said this, she's like, I never had that.
Yeah.
I didn't have that growing up. So whatever, sometimes I literally, if I can't even cheer myself on, I cannot extend it to you.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to, or I'm jealous, or I'm this. I literally cannot. And she's like, I have to do a lot of things alone, unsupported. And then I was just like I mean, thought it was like brave of her to say it, but it was also like, okay, I think there's a perspective here that I just struggle to grasp, because it's not my reality.
Struggle to
grasp,
yeah.
because it's not my reality. Because when someone says they're unsupported, I'm like, no, but you can support yourself. Like
You are just
yeah,
saying.
like you can make it happen for yourself. Like you can do it. Like obviously, I don't think everything in my life I've gotten it on my own, but I've definitely put in a lot of effort to get the things that I want as well.
Anba, I thought this was Dhyan Vimal show.
Sorry, I've been talking a lot. Okay, lah, fine. I'm not talking anymore.
No.
I'm taking a vow of silence for the next 25 minutes.
No, it's beautiful perspective. I think you would not understand people that are not supported. The biggest problem of people not being supported is they cannot survive their aloneness. And aloneness is the most beautiful thing, is authenticity. So what Shalini is telling you, I can never be authentic, and I'm terrified of being authentic. In her brain, you know what she's saying? I'm all alone. That means I have to be me, and I will not survive being me. I need people so I can pretend to be somebody else. Even though she's saying one thing, but she's saying another.
Yeah.
She's saying, I'm afraid to be me. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Right? Because ultimately, we are all alone. In a very philosophical sense. Not isolated, not unloved. We are who we are.
Yeah.
So it's very funny, she's saying, you know, I think I'm going to be all alone. She's saying, I'm so afraid just to be me.
No,
She was never supported.
Yeah, she was saying that like she'll put up with a lot of like shit behavior from people because she's so afraid of being all alone.
Yeah. And you know what? It's a very difficult thing to correct. You have been supported in more ways than you know. Of course, you can be all this.
Yeah.
That means your aloneness is your treasure. For her aloneness is abandonment.
But I will say that, like, even though I am like so supported, there are definitely times where I feel like, damn, I'm really feel very all alone right now.
Yeah.
Despite the immense support I have.
That is
below.
the truth.
Yeah.
No matter how much you are supported, you are alone.
Yeah.
That is an unavoidable fact. But how do you arrive to the aloneness? Shalini thinks aloneness, she being herself, she'll be abandoned. You saying, me being me, I will not be abandoned.
I feel like the way, you're going to get annoyed at me, but I feel like the only way like that people can really be abandoned is if they are not themselves.
Yeah. There we see. So it's what Shalini is saying too. When I'm being somebody else to somebody else, I have abandoned me.
Yeah.
But you must go through their mind. This is when therapy needed, all kinds of things is needed. You know why? For them to be themselves is the most terrifying thing. That's why she's saying, oh my God, I'm going to be all alone. What happens when you're all alone? You are dependent on you and you have to be you, and being herself is a terror. I know it's a bit convoluted, a bit
No, it's like there's like two sides of it, right? There's side of it where you need to feel supported
So you can be you.
so that you can be you. But then there's the side of you where, in order to sort of not be with you, you stop supporting yourself.
Yeah. And in her brain, I have to be not me to have people in my life. And she's saying, if I am me, I will not have people. So I cannot be me in order to have people. By that, I'm not me either.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess like they feel like if they are them, they're going to like disappoint you, or they're going to like lose people.
People are going to attack.
Yeah, like
Which is true.
That's what my friend said to me. She's like, I just feel like I'm going to disappoint you if I don't like, if I can't like live up to your expectations. I was like, I'm going to feel disappointed if I feel like you're being somebody else. Like even with like I forgot, the friend I was talking about that he doesn't want to be friends with me anymore. He never was not himself to me. Whatever he said to me, whatever mean thing he said, he was painfully himself. And he was supporting himself. He could not be my friend because it felt that it was unsupportive towards him and his truth. But I can respect it because it's kind of like, okay lah, you were always you. And you didn't try to be somebody else to be with me. You said, I don't think I can be me with you anymore. And then I was like, okay. Like, I don't want to like be somebody that you have to be somebody else around. And it's unfortunate that we're here. But I can accept that. But on the flip side, when somebody else is like, I feel like I'm going to disappoint you by being myself, I'm like, no, you'll never disappoint me by being yourself. But that's the fear that comes when you live unsupported, right? Do you know what I mean? Is it making sense?
I get you, but I'm trying to find a way to explain it. You have to be supported for you to be you. When you can be you, aloneness becomes beautiful. When you're supported, you can be you. Then being you becomes beautiful. Then aloneness becomes beautiful. If you're unsupported to be you, your terror is to be alone. Which means the terror is for you to be exactly who you are. And that's the unfortunate. To find people that support you is the key. You need a community. You need a group of people. You cannot become you unless you are supported. There's no way possible. You can give all the talk to Shalini and just be you. No, you don't understand the terror.
No, yeah, exactly. Exactly. I do feel like there's a lack of perspective on my part that like I can't quite
because you don't know, because you've been supported, you've been loved, you've been hugged. Yes, you are alone. That nobody can remove that aloneness, but you are supported to be alone. And your aloneness is not abandonment. So can I say the highest virtue is when somebody wakes up to be alone and that feeling of aloneness is delicious. Is euphoric. I'm me. But many do not inherit that. For many people, you have to be in a particular way for somebody to keep you. Right? It's conditional. So what happens to people is they go on putting on roles to fit in. And once they are successful in putting on the role to fit in, they become terrified of being themselves. That is when they are saying, I'm so afraid I'll end up alone. What they are saying is, I'm so afraid I'll end up being me, and I don't know whether I can handle that. Try to hear it from that perspective. I will end up being me, and I believe being me, I'll be abandoned. So they are worried about being abandoned, not about the aloneness.
Yeah.
And once it is there, it is very difficult to undo.
Yeah, but like, is it also because, are they like afraid like they can't make friends? Like, what is the fear? You know what I mean? Like,
it's a self-condemning state. They're saying, if I'm me, they will abandon me. It's not about aloneness, If I'm me, I'm alone. And if I'm ever me in my aloneness, they will abandon me.
But
that means she's saying she has never been loved. She has been, everybody around was conditional.
We love her.
Eh?
I love her.
Maybe it's not enough. And you are not her peer. You are not her equal. You are not her age.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's a different relationship. So she's saying, I never been with anyone that I could just be me. I had to be something for them to be included. If not, they abandoned me. And by the fear of being abandoned, I abandoned me. Now being me is a terror. You understand?
No, but I'm trying to.
You see, aloneness, is it alone? Aloneness is when you feel alone. If I'm home alone by myself, I am happy. I'm being with me. I'm doing my thing. I love it.
No, for me, like when I feel alone is like more when around people who suddenly I feel like I can't be me.
There we go. Then you're unsupported,
Yeah.
which means abandonment.
Yeah.
I have to abandon me to be with them.
Yeah.
By that, I'm abandoned, right?
Yeah.
Now go back to Shalini. It's unfortunate, no? That she didn't have the initial support. I'm talking about the blind support. Whether you succeed, you fail, whether you good, you bad, I'm not going to
That's
force
what I
you.
always tell my friends. Like when you're raised by a Leo, everything they do is amazing. So you are something that they created. So therefore you are amazing.
Apsara, the astrologer.
I'm not bad, okay? I'm psychic. I am. I always know everything. So don't even try me. Don't even try me.
How long do I have to put up with this? This is like a sentence, you know.
Just about 4 more days that I go back to London.
Oh, you. I actually didn't know I missed her until she came back. Only when she came back, oh, that's what was missing. Now, let's go back to Shalini. Episode dedicated to Shalini.
For Shani. I'll send her the raw file.
I think the first impression is, the first thing she has to go beyond, I don't know whether she can, that I have to be somebody else, not to be abandoned.
I feel like she believes that she has to give and give and give and then she can only get a little bit. Like, it's like she can't, like, I just feel like, I know that I'm not her peer and all of that, but I feel like her just being herself is like enough. Like, she doesn't have to.
No, she's one of the most capable, able girl I know. So much quality she got.
Yeah.
But I think her base belief is, cannot be me. I cannot be me. If I'm me, I'll be abandoned.
Yeah.
So being her is the experience of abandonment. And she's terrified of that. But I think she's also fed up of being whatever everybody else wants her to be.
Yeah.
So she's really in a crossroad. Right? It's easy for us to tell her, don't worry, be abandoned. And still you can be you. It's easy to say, but not be easy. But this is her own interpretation. And I'm sure it's a reality too. Because for so long, not to be abandoned, she became this, that, and the other. And now by being this, that, and the other, she became frightened being her. I'm sure she's terrified to admit what she is. And she believes after admitting to who she is, she'll be abandoned. You don't have that feeling.
Yeah.
By admitting who you are, you don't feel you're going to be abandoned.
Yeah. 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 I feel like that's also like something, that people like, they feel like, it's like, I don't feel like if my friend tells me I did something wrong or I pissed them off or this, that they don't love me or that they don't want me in their life or anything. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, like, I know you still love me. Like, that doesn't change. But I think for someone like Shani, like, there's that fear that, like, something that, like, one misstep and they are unlovable. Or
No,
like,
but what Shalini is not doing is this, She must hold people to say, how dare you abandon me when I have not abandoned you.
Yeah.
That is unnegotiable. Unnegotiable.
Is that the word? Unnegotiable? Oh, well, yeah, sure. For
Yeah.
today.
You'll add it in the dictionary. She's still negotiating that idea. She's saying
Non-negotiable. Non-negotiable.
But she's saying, you will abandon me. And why are you with somebody that will abandon you? Why are you showing loyalty to anyone that you feel will abandon you?
And also, like, can give people a chance.
No, she probably has given all the chance. She is playing with the notion of abandonment, and she's saying it's okay. Who asked you to make it okay? Why would you pay loyalty to anyone you believe will abandon you?
Yeah.
That is not given. You should stick by me. You should be loyal to me. Right? Because only when you're loyal, my aloneness doesn't feel like abandonment. It feels like a liberation.
Is that also where your sense of security comes from
Yeah.
in your relationships?
No, I think it's a baseline morality, Why would you pay loyalty to anyone who promised to abandon you?
Yeah, I was like, and also that it's just that, like, why do people feel like they can so easily abandon somebody just because?
Because you also make it okay to be abandoned. You are doing everything not to be abandoned. You're feeding into it. This is when therapy is needed. No, this is when she has to talk to Emma Wei. She has to talk to Kogi.
But it's almost like people feel like they can't even make a mistake or they're going to get abandoned.
Yeah.
They can't even be human or they're going to be abandoned.
Like I was telling once, I said, Shalini, what are you kidding about? Master will sell everything I have to take care of you. Don't you know that? We have gone past that. She's been with me for 25 years.
Yeah.
I said, I will do anything to keep you around. You are one of the number one priorities around.
You know what's so funny? Aisha and I never said it to each other growing up, but we all both secretly wished that Shani would not have kids because we didn't want her to love her kids more than she loved us. So I was like, Shani, we're so sorry. We didn't manifest for you to have kids. We stopped your manifestation. And we both secretly wished it without talking to each other. And one day I was like, low-key, I was wishing that. Aisha was like, oh my God, me too.
That day, one of the students, been around Master for like 20 years, apart for 20 years, something. The day, he's a bit older now. I said, I sent some, I made sure he visited me. I said, come here. I take care of you. This 20-year relationship comes with me being there when you need me. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I have place, I have space. I'll take care of you. You have a home. Do you hear me? Which means I'm saying I'm not abandoning you. I might correct you. I might point something out, but I'll not abandon you. By which is the only way that person can rest into being themselves. So Shalini is an interesting case. It's a case of most people, who had to be somebody for them not to be abandoned. By that, they abandon themselves. Now, being themselves becomes a terror, and they use the word, I'm afraid to be alone.
I'm all alone.
I'm all alone. I'm all alone also can be said, I'm just me. Because if you're just you can make a friend. You're not all alone.
Yeah.
But first, you have to be you to connect with anybody for real. So whenever that is interrupted as a child, if she had to be someone else, so she's not abandoned.
Did. Like she probably did. Like, yeah.
And that is that is the trauma she's living out. And I don't think just by this talking through she can snap out, no? Some positive action. I can tell I will never abandon you, but that's something they cannot hear. She knows most people will not abandon her. She's very precious. Talking about Shalini is such a flip, because almost everybody likes her. Everybody holds her. She is like...
I'll insert a picture of you and Shani when she was like first like 18 and started working for you. So you guys get some context of how long she's been around.
And almost all the people I know like her.
Yeah.
This is her own thing. She is saying, if I'm me, I'll be abandoned.
I'm like, Shani, you literally have me, you, Aishi, Amma, like you'll never be alone. Like we will always love you. Like you don't have to be
But
afraid.
in her brain is one, then I have to be something. This is her problem with her.
Yeah.
She's saying, if I'm me, right?
It's not just her. Like, I mean, even like I've seen this in my friends. This is, lots of people feel this way.
No, if I'm me, I'll be abandoned. And I'm afraid of being me. That's why I'm afraid of being alone.
But should I say something like you would say, but you're still there. Like you are still there. Even if everybody goes, you are still there.
I don't know whether they can hear that.
Like in one of our Ryu meditations, download the app. Like there's like an I'm lonely meditation. And one of the things in it is just like hold your breath until you can't hold it any longer. And then when you finally take that breath in, like, you're still there. Like, you are still there. Like, you're not alone.
That will help.
I mean, it's just like an idea, but like it's just a method.
But
a
I
technique.
think she is uncomfortable being her. I'll throw it back to her. I said, you are uncomfortable being you. You think being you will not be accepted and abandoned. So now you are terrified. So this is a cross you have to carry. You got to make peace with you. You got to come clean as you, to you. And when you rest in that, I think people around will rest too.
So how would you say you can sort of connect with it? If we just to end this off, a little bit of a tip and trick.
Learn to be comfortable being you. Learn to be comfortable with your idiosyncrasy. Learn to be comfortable as you. That means be natural, be spontaneous.
Like offer yourself some compassion.
I think that's why she wants to paint. It's her own therapy, to discover. I am saying this is the understanding. There is an issue for Shalini to be herself. She has a judgment, if I'm me, I'll be abandoned. And she has to pass beyond that judgment. She has to respect that there are people in the world who will like you for who you are.
Yeah.
You cannot accuse that everybody wants you to play a role and not be you. That you cannot do. That is unkind to others. You must trust there are good people. There are people who don't give a damn who you are. You be you. They don't care.
Yeah.
And I think she must go beyond the panic. If she has anxiety, which I think she has a bit of anxiety, the anxiety it's just a brain condition saying, if I'm me, I'll be abandoned. If I'm me, I'll be abandoned. If I'm me, I'll be abandoned. And I have not seen people abandon her. Not many anyway. However it is, it's still Shalini. However it is, can you see? Despite the reality, she's behaving that way.
Yeah.
Despite in one phone call, or she has so many people to visit her, so many people who care about her in one way or another, so many people have her back. Right?
Yeah.
She can behave like this, then there's something about her that she has to put right. So if there's a tip, you find a way to courageously meet you. You settle your own unsettled state in being you. Like she was doing one painting for an exhibition. I've always, other painting I was trying to say, I said, come clean to the world and say, this is me, and let them judge as they may. It's her panic over herself. And I don't see the evidence. I mean, there are people who
No, but I think that like what is like a misconception is that even someone like me who is so supported, right? Sometimes when I'm alone, it is also uncomfortable. There is discomfort in it because it takes time to just get comfortable in your aloneness, even if you are
in you being you.
Yeah, and in like it's just that I was alone in my apartment before I came here in London, and I felt really alone because I only had like one friend in the city. Like I felt really alone, and I felt a bit uncomfortable, but I also felt like I had a lot of fun by myself. But it was like a balance, and that's me being someone who is so lifted up that like if you did
No, but what does it mean to be oneself? I give you a tip. You say you wanted a tip?
Tips and tricks.
I think, one of the greatest thing about being oneself is to know what is non-negotiable. What is non-negotiable? What is it about me is not a choice. What is it about me that is choiceless? You follow? I think facing you is facing the truth. Oh my God, I'm this. And I cannot change it. I cannot pretend it. I am this person. I have a feeling, not a feeling, I know this. Many people are unable to meet that. Now, I remember when my own days, when I realized, oh my God, I'm going to do this. I was like, oh my God. It was not a choice. It was a choiceless. Do you know falling in love is choiceless? If it's a choice, I don't know whether it is. And it's choiceless. That's what it is. Like you said, Jack loving you. Choiceless. You have to. So
he loves me so much, he becomes a moody boy.
Is it possible that my inability to meet my choiceless, like somebody wakes up and realizes they are gay. It's not a choice.
No.
Could it be I'm terrified to meet my choiceless? Shalini is a monk. Shalini is a sannyasin. Shalini is a meditator. Shalini is
Yeah, but I
someone.
guess also because, sorry, Ashani, I know you're going to be like, damn, I wish I had continued that, but sorry. Because I feel like sometimes it's in contradiction to what you're told to be.
Yeah. Yeah. I think her problem is her faithfulness to this, to the inner growth and to masters is so high. She believes if she is found out, she'll be rejected. I think she loves Appa, absolutely. She loves Master. I think she's one of the closest disciple I have. And I think she's terrified of confessing to that. She's been around. I think the first 10 years, I never even talked to her.
She's been around forever.
Yeah. And I think it is her loyalty, her thing. And I think she's so afraid to wear it because she believes if she wears it, she'll be abandoned. Now, if I'm talking to Shalini, do what you got to do. You're old enough.
She's not
If
that
you have
old.
to lose something, you lose. If you have to gain something, you gain. But you put the thing online. It's
Yeah.
like coming out of the closet. If somebody is gay, they come, I'm using that as an example. They come out of the closet and they say, I'm gay. What do you want to, you love me? You hate me?
What to do? That's who
What
I
to
am.
do?
Yeah.
And this is on her. I think the skill to be what others want to escape abandonment has created her abandoning her. Now she should stop abandoning her if it means people are going to abandon her. See, that's the tip and that's the trick.
Oh, I thought we said no sex jokes.
Huh?
Tips and tricks.
Huh?
Anyway, you didn't get it? Didn't get my joke? Guys, did you get my joke? Nobody gets it. Okay.
We don't want to get it.
Sorry, just killed your part there.
I think the problem is with Shalini. Not that the world does not have a problem. I think she is judging herself. If she reveals herself, she'll be abandoned. She must reach a point to say, so be it.
Yes, and like, I feel like it's the loyalty to your own growth that like, yeah, okay lah, I'm going to lose. Like my friend, in my process of changing and growing, our friendship was a casualty. Okay lah, what to do? I couldn't have stuck being the same person for your comfort. I need to keep going. And
I choose me.
I choose me. I guess that's the biggest tip. I choose you. Not you. Me.
I think this is a good one for Shalini. I think she's an amazing girl. She's got, for whatever I've done, without her being there, it would have been very, very difficult. She was an integral part. But I think this she's doing to herself. She's meeting her own insecurity. I think wake up and be okay to pay the price for you to be you. And I don't think there is a choice about it. It's a choiceless. And in that, she will embrace her aloneness as the greatest gift there is. And when you embrace your aloneness, that's when you embrace your togetherness.
Yeah. Alone together.
No, only in your aloneness, the ability to be together is born.
That's what I mean.
If not, you're lying. Sorry?
Alone together.
All right. So you must never send them to university, Nanba.
You good?
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Are we
Shani.
done?
Bye, Shani.
Bye, Shani.